How's it going, everybody? It is Sam with BFPGear.com, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new Field 1 Force V2. Now, the Field 1 Force is a back-to-back World Championship winning paintball marker, and Dynasty has been using this thing for quite some time now. But we've got our hands on a V2 Force here. We're going to crack it open and see what is inside and see if there's any major differences from the V1 Force to the brand new V2. I'm going to go grab a tech mat and we're going to crack it open. All right, got the tech mat, Field 1 Force V2. Packaging is updated, so instead of it just being like this kind of like felt material outside, it's now this like carbon style, so you can easily wipe it off and clean it off. Before we crack it open, do want to give a shout out to our boy Mike. He plays on the Excessive program, and this is his personal V2 Force, and he has already put about 10 cases through it, and I think he's only had it for about a month. He absolutely loves this thing, and he let us borrow it for the video, so big shout out to Mike. We appreciate you, and thank you so much. But yeah, packaging. So yeah, you get the carbon packaging, like this carbon like kind of outside material, and then there's also a little placeholder here for like a card or something. So maybe if your marker goes missing, you can put a player ID or, you know, contact info, something like that in there. There's also these little like loops, hoops, whatever you want to call them, but you can put a sling on it as well. And the other cool thing is you can carry extra stuff because this is a Velcro pouch. Maybe you could put some extra tools in there, microfibers, who knows. All right, well, let's go ahead and crack it open and see what we're working with here. Okay, so there's that shoulder sling, same kind of carbon material, which is cool. We'll put that to the side. You do get a Field 1 Force patch, which is always cool. It's always nice to have little freebies in there. We got a Dynasty player card. We got yeah, Yosh Rao here. Yeah, look at that. That's nice, you know, maybe you want to collect these, who knows. Got this Field 1 Tech card here. It tells you Force V2 serial number, you know, what was chronoing at, and then who built it, which this one was built by Yosh, so we already know it's going to shoot super, super good. And it does come with the barrel sock, but this is the packaging it comes in, and there's no barrel sock in here, so I don't know if he misplaced it, but you do get a Field 1 barrel sock. Let's go ahead and start on this side here. You do get an AccuLock barrel, and it comes with 2 inserts. So you're going to get your 683, which is your silver insert, and then you get a 691, which is your black insert. And this barrel is really sweet because it does have the tapered ends here. So that tapered end lines up with the tapered end that is on the inside of the barrel front, and it basically straightens it out for you. The other cool thing about the AccuLock barrel is that when it goes together, you notch it in with these little notches here, twist, pull it back, and then you put the front on. And then that's going to just lock the insert in place. So if you ever swab your barrel, guess what? Your insert's not going to pop out. Go ahead and put the 683 back in here. And it looks like you got extra sleeves here as well, so you can put more barrel backs, tips, inserts, whatever you want. And then there's even a longer one, like the sleeve right here, which is really cool. In this pouch here, you're going to get your Field 1 Pro Lube in this little bag. Let's see what else is in here. You got little parts kit, tool kit. Yeah, just crack that open. But yeah, right there, yeah, 4 Allen wrenches right in there. You got all of your O-rings, that kind of thing. Tells you like the screws that comes with, you know, what each O-ring and what each part is for. This is a nice little thing to have. Like, this is really cool. When you're buying a high-end marker, this is a standard. This is what it should come with. So you're gonna have plenty of parts that you need to do servicing and maintenance or any O-ring replacement on your Field 1 Force. And then this is another thing that I like, is that there's no manual, but instead you have these cards. And this is just like, yeah, a little quick start guide. Tells you like how to clean and like, you know, what to lubricate on you know, for your basic maintenance. Tells you about like all the different assemblies, like what these different parts do, your ASA barrel sock, you know, just screwing in air tanks, stuff like that. Even an AccuLock quick start guide. Like, this is just really cool. Like, you don't have this manual and you don't have to sit there and, like, you know, turn through all these pages, look at an index or something. You just grab the card you need and that's it. So this is really, really sweet. So we'll put those to the side here. Let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes here. Flip over this middle section here. Here we got the marker itself. So this is the V2 Force, and it just sits loosely in here and you Velcro it down with these little straps. Again, this is Mike's Force, so it does have a little bit of wear on it. But other than that, like, he's been using this thing pretty extensively and absolutely loves it. So let's go ahead and move that to the side. Let's get the barrel on. Let's see the thing in its full form and glory here. All right. He does what I do too. I like putting some tape on the foregrip here. It just feels really good. So yeah, this thing looks awesome. I really like this milling pattern on it. One thing that I will be a little objective about though is the screw on the eye cover here. It's kind of protruding a little bit, which is a little bothersome. Like, maybe it'd be nice to see that flush. Maybe it's something that they're not able to do. But seeing that to be a little bit more flush with the marker itself and the eye cover, that'd just be a nice little touch. The battery housing here, this foregrip, they did thin it down a little bit, and it's obviously beefed up with this grip tape, but they did thin this one down quite a bit, and it does feel a lot different from the V1 Force. You still get access to your batteries by just grabbing an Allen key, and then you just do a quarter turn, and then this thing pops out. You don't have to sit there and unthread the whole thing and then thread it back in. It just literally pops out, and then it'll snap back into place, which is cool. ASA stays the same. Pretty much the big difference between this, the V1 Force, and this is going to be the milling on it. And there's some cool touches too. Like, I know they updated the internals. That was one of the big things. So when you air up the gun, it airs up way better. It's a lot smoother. It feels nice. It's really amazing. And then the core got updated with more reliable parts. So, and then another cool touch, honestly, for this is when we pull the core out. Is so the part that remained unchanged is definitely like this back part here. They kept pretty much everything the same, but this cage here is different. They've also updated the pillow tip, so it uses a stainless steel screw instead, so you don't have to worry about this like unthreading on you or getting messed up or doing any kind of like weird maintenance on it. And they made this rubber a little bit harder, so it lasts a lot longer. But other than that, the cool thing about this is what I really like about the core is actually the back cap having the Force logo on it. This is just a really cool touch. I would really like to see this with plenty of other markers out there. Let's go ahead and put that back in. It's just gonna pop in nice and easy. Just snaps in place. But overall, I mean, this thing, it feels just like the V1 Force, but it feels really good. It's a little bit lighter than the V1 Force. I know that was a big complaint, was the weight. This is still a pretty bulky and heavy marker. I think they said it was like I want to say it was like a 5 or 10% weight reduction from the V1 to the V2, but they did definitely make this look a lot better. Get everything that you would normally get like you do with the V1 Force. You know, you're clamping feed neck with the little lever and the thumb screw, your AccuLock barrel, get that beautiful nucleus engine, your standard grips, the deuce trigger. Coming with the deuce trigger standard is also a really cool touch. But overall, it's just going to be more reliable parts, so you don't have to worry about things breaking down on you as much. So with all of that said and done, I think it's time to grab some paint, take it out to the field, and let's see how this bad boy shoots. All right, so I'm out here at beautiful Extreme Paintball Park in Modesto, California. Just out the airball field. Got that Texas layout up, but it is currently deflated for obvious reasons. But we're gonna shoot the V2 Force and see how this bad boy feels. Air's up super nice, I will admit. And we're not bore matching paint or anything, it's just the 691 insert, but let's get a feel for it. Probably helps if I turn the gun on, huh? What a rookie. Okay. Okay, so still feels like a force. Shoots super nice and straight though, even on the overbore. I don't know if you can hear like the amount of times I'm hitting the target out there, but we're overboard. We're using the HK Army level 5, but this thing is handling paint like a champ. And I love the fact that when I shoot it, it's got that loud signature and it's got some feedback to it. I really like the way this thing feels. I like the way it shoots. I like the way it sounds. I like the fact that I feel it working. And it just shoots super, super straight. So let's go ahead and get back to the shop and then let's get some closing comments on this bad boy. There you have it. The brand new Field 1 Force V2 from Field 1 Paintball, coming with that beautiful AccuLock barrel as a standard, which is awesome. Probably one of the best barrel kits out there. Thing handles paint like an absolute champion and just has the craziest, most flattest like shot, signature, pattern, whatever you want to call it, projectile, trajectory, whatever. Thing is absolutely amazing. It shoots really good, and I'm not gonna lie, I really want to get one of these because if I'm gonna get into a gunfight from corner to corner across the field, I definitely want this bad boy. Beautiful thing about the V2 Force as well is that they have updated the internals so that they're a lot more reliable and a lot tougher. So you basically get to shoot this thing nonstop and you don't have to really worry about any like regular maintenance or basic maintenance unless maybe you break a ball in the barrel or something like that. But the V2 Force feels great, looks great, and it shoots absolutely amazing. If you're interested in picking up a Field 1 Force V2, well, I think you know where to go. You can get one right now at BFPGear.com.